back to another edition of Flashback Friday. Today I'm going to be sharing with you, as you can see here, this very old box that does have some wear on it. I've had it in my collection for quite some time. It's a Sasha doll, and the box looks rather worse for wear, and I received it from the original owner this way. But I'm going to speak a little bit about Sasha dolls and how it was that I came to first know about this doll. When I was a young girl, there was a store, a very special store at one of our malls, and they had gorgeous, gorgeous European dolls in their cases, and Sasha's were in there, and I always loved her. I'm going to show the box again. The forlorn look of these little dolls, and I'll get into the story about the look of the doll. But first, the artist, Sasha Morgenthaler. She was a Swiss artist, and she kind of took a backseat to her husband, who was also an artist, and so she stopped creating art, but it kind of transpired that she would make dolls, turn her art into dolls, and I'm going to be kind of all over the place with this, but yeah, she was a doll maker, and her doll, this is my beautiful Sasha 113, and she is the dancing doll. She was produced I believe from 1983 to 1986. And as I said, this is kind of jagged because, you know, Sasha Morgenthaler, the artist, her creator, was, I'm just going to set her here so you could look at her while I talk a little bit about her artist, because there's a lot of information, and I strongly encourage you to go check out the information on Sasha, because it's just a long and unbelievable history of her. I'm sad because I had so many pictures of my Sasha collection on Flickr, and when I lost my Flickr photos, oh, I was sad because I had so many of my dolls and toys on there that unfortunately I don't think I can retrieve those photos, but I did have my Sasha dolls on there. I have Gregor, and I have Corinne, and babies, and the Nordic blondes with the white lips, and I can go on and on and on. As I say, I'm all jagged here, but to say that Sasha Morgenthaler was a really unbelievable artist and creator is to put it mildly. I mean, wow. The stories. The dolls that she produced originally were made of gypsum, and you know, it was a temperamental kind of thing. She would make all of the eyes herself. She would paint all of the faces, the eyes themselves, herself after the doll was created, not before. She would wait till it was all completed, and then she would go ahead and paint the eyes. And then later on, when Guts, it's Gotts. A lot of people think it's Gotts, but I think it's pronounced Guts. In Germany, they produced the doll from 1965 until the 70s. And then she wasn't really kind of pleased with them, and so she let Trendon Limited in Hurst, I think, England take over, and they took over, I believe it was 1966 to 1986, and then it went back to Germany, the manufacturing there, and I think Germany then produced them through 2001. So there's like a lot of lore and history between the Sasha doll. Obviously, they weren't made of gypsum anymore. They were made of a really strong vinyl that's strung. And I mean, the reason why I'm so disjointed in this video is because yes, I love the doll. And as I said, as a little girl, I would see them and always wish to have one. And then later on, I was in high school, and while most girls were thinking about boys and this, that, and the third, and not, you know, that I wasn't, but I had a girlfriend who was Swiss, and she had a gorgeous collection. I believe they were her mother's Sasha dolls, but they were like unbelievable dolls. And I believe those were the hand painted faces that she had in her collection. And it brought me back to those dolls that I would see when I was little. And oh my God, then I knew that my love for Sasha was something that I was definitely going to have to you know, pursue once I got older and had the money to buy Sasha dolls and look for them. And yeah, the reason why I really get so excited about this is her creator, Sasha Morgenthaler. She was inspired by these dolls, really, because of the children of World War II. And she would see them, like, trying to flee, going to Nazi German camps by boarding the trains and escaping any way they could. And, they had these looks on their faces that, were understandable of the times. And so even, then she didn't want her own dolls to have like uncompromising smiles. She wanted them to look like, you know, real children, that were introspective and provoked a child to place their own feelings on their dolls without having like garish smiles and you know false smiles. She was even known, and it was said that she took a nail file to one of the dolls just to erase the smile on their face because she didn't want like a garish fake smile. So her dolls had this kind of forlorn look and a very pensive kind of a face. And so yeah, I mean, I can go on, and I'm sorry I'm all disjointed, but my love for these dolls are really just unbelievable. And really, when you look at their outfits, they were made for dressmakers and people who like to dress for their dolls, to sew for their dolls. That was one of the things that she wanted. She would make sure to use like old picnic blankets or material, overskirts and things like that for, her dolls, handkerchiefs and just material. And trust me, there are better YouTube videos out there that could go in and on and on and on about the lore, the history of this doll. Mine, I'm so happy and thankful for. She's got her original ballet slippers, her beautiful tights. She still has her beautiful Sasha aluminum ring here. I mean, she's in great condition. I just took off her hairnet, as you saw. And with the exception of her box, that was the only thing that really had any wear on it. She's in great condition. These dolls were also known to have their hair break off. That was another thing, too, that when Germany was first creating these dolls, they, their hair was sometimes sparse. The makeup or the eye painting wasn't always, it was just, you could have eyes that were really small and really close together, and sometimes they weren't formed properly. And, she was really a very hands-on doll artist. And so she wanted to make sure that she had the best outcome for her dolls. So she went through some changes with the companies and really tried to produce the best dolls. And she wouldn't like that today these dolls go for so much money, because her main thing was to create affordable dolls and things that children could love and appreciate, because really she had an artist's heart, and that's what she really wanted for her dolls. So I'm sorry I just went on and on all crazy about some of Sasha Morgenthaler's views on her dolls and the creation of the doll. When they were being produced in England, that was only through 86. They only were produced in Trendon by Trendon Limited, England, like I said, in 86. And then they went back to Germany through Guts, and they were produced through 2001. And that was the last of the production for the Sasha, 2001 through Germany. But you could still find Sasha today, Sasha dolls today, And I wish that mine weren't in storage and I could have the others readily available for you to see. You know, they all different in skin tones and lip color and eye color and hair, and I just can't say enough about these dolls. I will recommend, however, that you go visit my friend Lorraine at Serenata, and I will have a link to her channel as well. She has a gorgeous collection of Sasha boys, and oh my gosh, she did an incredible advent with them this past Christmas that I love, and it was just wonderful. Yes, their clothes are beautiful and they're so well made. I wish that I had my others here so you could see their outfits and the fun thing about sewing for them and making for them. And I can't say enough about these dolls. This was always a little mini me, I thought, and I've always loved the brunettes, and I like the cocoa skin tones. Just a beautiful doll. I can't say enough about these dolls. And if you are fortunate enough to come across a Sasha doll, I would strongly encourage you to buy one. They make for beautiful dolls. They have gorgeous posability, the story behind them, the incredible artist. And if you care to learn more, as I said, there's a whole slew of videos and different doll collectors. I know Thoralt and Wikipedia. There's so many places you can go to find out more about Sasha, the artist. And yeah, it's very intriguing. It's very moving. It's a rich history, and I love it. So anyway, that's all for my Flashback Friday. I'm sorry it was a rambling mess, but I get so excited, especially, with history and such a rich history of a beautiful doll. So thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.